liquids. Whew. All right, let's jump right in to this game here. And press the P button. All right, fantastic. In the top left, we have C. In the bottom right, we have Y. Y with a absolute just a dot. He wants you to know that his name is not a question, it is a statement. Alright, so this is a PvT. I love this matchup. It's very interesting to me. It's probably one of my favorite matchups to watch. So let's see how it all pans out here. Oh, he's not up 1-0. By the way, guys, we're changing the score. This is a 0-0. Bad production is falling through the cracks here. All right, so we have just, you know, nothing crazy so far. Supply depot coming out. Looks like he's going to position this to where...
It is pointless to resist, my son.
Thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. Looks like he's going to position this to the point where he can put his barracks here. Just like sneak some Marines in right here. Or maybe his barracks here. I forget if it's... does it need to be the barracks on top? I think it may need the barracks to be on top. I'm not totally sure. I'm not a Terran player. I'm trying to learn things. So yeah, he's protecting himself against a 2-gate, like a 2-proxy gate, which is very important. Make sure you do this, guys. It's super simple, super safe, makes things a lot different. Let's on the Protoss side, looks like we're gonna see a Nexus first. Gas coming out for Y, so looking like we may get a little bit aggressive. There's that Nexus. Come on. Come on. Come on, Steve. There we go. There's that Nexus. Immediately mining gas. Let's see what's going on here. This probe sees everything. This probe is... he's so smart. This is a 500 IQ probe. He knows exactly what's going on. And you know what? He's even trying to, like, get rid of mining time and stuff. Oh, hey there, Fondalina. So this Marine's coming out, and he's going to chase this probe for probably the foreseeable future. This probe's like, lol, dude. Can't catch me, bro. Yes, the probe is 13 years old. It's a 13-year-old boy. Alright. It's pretty good damage. The probes are quick. Just one Marine, by the way. And immediately into that factory. So he's not looking like he's going to do any... oh! There's the second factory. Okay, so he does see the one factory, but he didn't see the second factory. How is it possible that he didn't see the first factory in the first place? He went like this direction. Alright, so the second Nexus is up here. He's adding on a second gate and his cybernetics core. So, looks like we're just going to see range and probably some aggression out of the Protoss player. Maybe like trying to bust the front. I see a lot of that. But no expansion on Y's side yet. Just a two factory. I'm not sure what beats a 2 factory, but it's probably not Dragoons. Okay, he's getting Vulture speed. I'm sorry, guys. I don't play either of these races. I'm so confused. It's adding another machine shop as well. So is this maybe like a Vulture drop? Like a quick Vulture drop? He's aware of what's going on here. He sees that there is a second base down here. Sees that he's getting range. And 2 Dragoons are about to pop out. Gonna end this little guy's life. So mines and speed. Mines and speed. Looking pretty good. Adding on more Marines because he's just like, you know, man, I got the money, let's use it. So I think what this may be is like So I've heard of like an FD push or an FD expand or something. And this may be like a variation of that without the siege tank. But I believe it does have one siege tank. So it's pushing out on the map. Mines are nearly done. Speed is already finished. And I really, really, really hope to see an expansion here out of Y very soon. And it looks like that's what he's going for. Come on, Y. Put that expansion up, buddy. All right, he's pushing up. He's pushing up in here. You gotta plant some mines on top of those boys. Yes, dude. Good job. Killing it. Oh, God. That thing is so tanky. Man, what? Okay, this is actually a very good push here for the Terran player. He should have definitely put out his mines here. They are free, guys. Go ahead and use your mines as much as possible. If you mined up this ramp a little bit more, there would have been no way for the Protoss player to come out. So just a little bit of miscontrol, a little bit of misunderstanding of what he should have done there. But overall, I was surprised with how scary that was. Second base is coming up here. He's gonna start using his barracks to maybe wall off the front or something. Got a robo facility coming out for those observers. I like this. He's just kind of taking a little bit of map control, defending back at home. It's looking good. And the question is, does he go for Reaver drops immediately? Does he just get observers out? I'd like to see what the Protoss's plan is here. Now that these tanks are sieged up, well, do they have siege? Siege has just started, but now that these tanks are out, I don't think these Dragoons will do too much. They can definitely fight any number of vultures. Vultures are not very good against Dragoons because I don't know if this is true, but I think Dragoons are seen as like not small units, maybe like large units or medium units or something. And I believe they have concussive damage, which deals half to anything that's smaller or anything that's bigger than small. So more Dragoons flooding across the map here. He's getting an observatory and a shuttle, and he's just gonna try to take a little bit of map control, which I think is a good plan, considering the fact that that push failed. Just gonna have to wait a little bit of time here. Large, says Sneaky Larva in the chat. Appreciate you, man. Thank you. They are quite large units. They're stupid too. Alright, so this Terran's looking for maybe a hidden base or something along those lines, which is always good to do. Always got to look for hidden bases. Make sure that people don't get away with something cheeky for too long. And I think it's especially common against a Protoss player. They'll just suddenly have like 17 cannons somewhere, and then you see it, and then your heart drops. You're like, oh God, I thought I could win this match. And then you just don't. So looks like this shuttle's coming out. It's got 2 Dragoons, which is, by the way, probably the worst thing that you can put in a shuttle. Oh, man. That sure is a bummer. I think he may have just seen that shuttle. Let's see if he responds to it. Sieging up here. Yeah, this natural is definitely not going anywhere. That observer is not moved across the map just yet. He definitely wants to be taking out those mines. Shuttle's not going to the main. Alright, they were trying to get a little bit of a run by, but there's definitely nothing going on there. If he decided to go around this direction, he could definitely get into the main and deal a lot of damage. His entire army is in the middle of the map here. So personally, that's what I would do. I would not fight this with these vultures. I would actually not even use these vultures at all for this kind of fight. Just toss them to the natural and you're in a pretty good position. You're gonna kill workers so quick. Guts versus large equals 25% damage, but the shield takes full damage. Oh, gotcha. By the way, if you guys are from StarCraft 2 and you don't really know what's going on, One thing that's so different about this game from StarCraft 2 is that shield upgrades actually just increase shield. Oh, that's a big hit. Ooh, this could be a very, very bad trade for Protoss. He doesn't have any mines left, but if he planted mines here on the ramp, it would be GG. This is... Oh, this sucks. Oh, this sucks. Yeah, Terran should have full map control here. He needs to add on, I think, 2 more factories. I believe you're supposed to have 5 factories on 2 bases. It's usually like 1 producing tanks and 4 producing vultures. At least that's the style that people like Fantasy use. But if he moves out with this level of tanks and he just sits out here in the front, plants some mines, I don't think this Protoss player is gonna have a very good time. The shuttle with 2 Dragoons is still waiting, but the problem is Dragoons just don't really deal damage that quickly. Good job taking the front there and not just letting the Terran do whatever he wants. He does have +1 attack versus 0-0. And this is a pretty big mistake for the Terran player. If the Protoss microed a little bit better. So if you see this happen, if you see them deciding that they want to siege up, your best bet is to walk right up to them and trade that way. That was definitely a very risky siege for the Terran player. Just, you know, a risky move out nonetheless. When you see them pushing down the ramp and kind of gaining their map presence a little bit more, you really just want to like chill out. You got to be set up before they try to push out, I think, personally. So you got a couple Dragoons in the main hitting a supply depot. That's gonna suck a little, but overall, kind of a useless drop. And this is why you don't put Dragoons into a dropship. You can only put 2 into a dropship. I mean, into a shuttle. I'm sorry. And another risky siege up here. Yeah. Looking pretty good for the toss here. I think that Sieve had a great position taking out that entire Protoss army right about here. I think personally what I would have done is take my tanks, move over here, set this up. You only need a few tanks and a wall over here. I mean, you could have taken this and this pretty handily and defended this way right here. Just set up some mines. I like that he tried to move out and counterattack after him losing all those units, but you really do have to just have a good idea of what your army can kill. It's something I'm still learning personally. What can my army do against the enemy army? And I just actually don't know right now. Never have known. So, you know, we're all learning, especially tier 3 players. These guys are tier 3 players. Tier 3 means that they are below 3,500 MMR, I believe, which is, it's pretty low on the totem pole, for sure. But we're all learning. That's what CPL is all about, right? By the way, I do just want to point out the fact that his observer spread is beautiful. It's great. Love it. He's got eyes on pretty much every avenue except this one over here. He's got like kind of eyes on it, but this ramp right here is just not used too much. You really want to set this right about here, maybe even here, and you'll be good. 3,500 is pro gamer status. Oh, I'm sorry. 1350. I'm sorry. Dude, I'm dyslexic and stupid and colorblind. Thanks for pointing out my mistake, chat. Appreciate you. Love you guys. Long time. So he's just trying to mine up this ramp to kind of hold the push back a little bit more. Goliath's coming out. I like Goliaths. They're good. These tanks back here aren't really doing too much, I'd say, personally. But these tanks here, maybe here. What kind of colorblind are you? I only learned there's different types a few years ago. I'm not really colorblind. I can see all the colors. I just have like, my brain doesn't connect colors well. Like, I'll see like purple and pink look like eerily similar to me. So maybe I am colorblind. I don't know. It's whatever. It's like I can tell the differences, but just hardly. I don't know. Whatever. I don't want to talk about it. A couple of scans coming out, trying to figure out what everything, what's going on. Well, purple and pink are similar. Yeah, I know. I may just be retarded. I don't know. I need to see someone about it. So a little bit of a soft contain going on for I like that move. That was interesting. So as the Protoss player in this position, you know, this is going to be like the worst trade ever. You really don't want to fight with your vultures. Your vultures at this point as the Terran player are a support to the tanks versus zealots. And we're really just not seeing any zealots here. So you really do want to just hold them next to the tank, push out, put some mines in certain areas to try to defend it, but not too close to your tanks because then they could kill your tanks. But you do want to just kind of keep them next to your tanks to defend against shuttle drops and whatnot. And I expect that we'll see shuttle drops fairly soon. That's normally what you want to do when you're trying to break a position like this. You grab your shuttles and you drop some zealots onto the tanks. It's a very good way to break a position like this, but moving across this ramp right here is absolute suicide. Don't do it. But, you know, not knowing about this is a very big deal. He's getting all this gas. This gas is going to help him get his tank count even higher. Once your tank count gets high enough and your upgrades get good enough, there's definitely nothing that Dragoons can do against you, even unsieged. Tanks are very good unsieged. I believe that they out-range a Dragoon. Even with range. Maybe not, though. I could be wrong about that. Unsieged tanks, that is. Pretty amazing army here for the Terran player, though. Fourth base coming up for the Protoss. I'm interested in the way that he's expanding. I feel like it's very easy to kind of drop that. More Dragoons dying for free. Please don't push over ramps. Toss 100 APM, by the way. Yeah, this is a tier 3 game, though, by the way. So he still has no upgrades, which is actually detrimental. You really do need to get your upgrades. Protoss, get your upgrades, boys. We need more shuttles out. We need some zealot drops. See, and now the Terran's moving across the map. I mean, across the bridge here. Nobody move across the bridge. Ever. Yeah, don't move across the bridge, guys. Like a stasis. Oh, God. Don't even get me started on stasis. Speaking of, oh, they're coming, boys. The Arbiters. Oh. Whew, okay, we missed it, but that was definitely a good little pick off here. They must have been held positioned or something like that. This tank's gonna take these out too. Oh, he's move commanded. Come on, tank. No! Well, you know, he tried. He's just trying to take this right side of the map now, which is kind of interesting to me, considering the fact that he's taken the left bottom. He decided he's gonna go ahead and try to take control of the right side of the map. But he will pick off this Protoss base most likely. Protoss lost a lot of units very inefficiently there, just by moving over that ramp. If these guys, you know what? There's no probes in the main or anywhere anymore, because there's just. See what he can do here. Oh, these will trade okay if he micros well. Come on, micro. Okay, he doesn't need to. He's very worried about his tanks, which is totally understandable. I like the mix of Goliaths, and it looks like Arbiters just came out a little bit too late. I think Protoss was ahead here for a long time. Hopefully he has his scans on his keybinds. That is one of the hardest parts of Terran, I think, is keeping your scans and keybinds. And scanning really well against an arbiter. Looks like these oh god, the siege, no! Okay, whew. Man, sieging up scares the crap out of me. That's why I don't play Terran, boys. Macro behind this is really, really good. We've got 2-2 for our Terran player. It looks like it's just the beginning of the end here for the Protoss player, though. He's about to be on to his production, and his army's just not big enough. A couple big things for this Protoss player. Steve, hi dude, how you doing? Thanks for watching. He's not here, by the way. I'm talking to him as if he's watching the YouTube pod, because I'm assuming he's going to. I love watching people cast my games. You gotta get upgrades, dude. Get some upgrades. But overall, good moves by both players in certain areas of the game. And I think that's what T3 is all about. We kind of, we're strong in some areas, weak in others. And it's definitely kind of showcased here. I said hi to you last time. But hi, Fondle Priest. Did you get some sleep? Alright, and this is just, you know, the beginning of the end here. You're really not going to be able to push up this ramp. High ground advantage is just a little bit too big. Insult to injury, this base got taken out. You know, he might try to stasis this, get enough units out to kill it all, but I think these zealots will probably clean all of this up. Well,
it is pointless to resist, my son.
Thank you for the follow, by the way. Appreciate you. I think that if he had upgrades, he may have been able to kill those tanks. There's that stasis. He's just buying time. You know, it's the first match. I say GG out. Get into the next one. Realize your mistakes. You can definitely do this. But yeah, the lack of upgrades is definitely making this really tough on the Protoss player. More tanks flooding in here, and you know, zealots are really good. But I think this is too big of an army that's being A-moved across the map at this point. Why cast in those games? It's CPL. Triple X Live, this is CPL, man. It's Coach Pupil League. Trying to get like
pointless to
new players,
my son,
to come over and play. I mean, how amazing is it to like have, I don't care how terrible of a caster anybody is, having your games casted is kind of cool. So yeah, I'm a terrible caster. We're trying to figure it out here. It's fun. Oh. Alright, come on, GG. Steve, GG out of the game, man. Come on. Maybe he's just trying to get everything together. Trying to, like, breathe, figure out what he's going to do on the next match. Or he's just going to make him kill all of his buildings. He never gives up! Yeah, I mean, he's still queuing, man. He's definitely still queuing up. So I got a recall on the main here. You know, he's playing late game Protoss. He's, you know, having a good time. Supply blocking the Terran. Very important.
It is pointless to resist, my son.
Thank you for the follows, guys, and sorry about the VOD viewers that like Darth Vader in the background is
I am wondering, why are you here?
Ikiroda. Thank you for the follow. All right, guys, GG. That is the first match of the series. Steve goes up. I'm sorry. Y goes up 1-0 to Steve. And let's move on to the next one, guys. We're gonna just transition out. Thank you for the host, by the way. Ikitoka, Ikitoki. Can't say your name. Ikirota. Ikiroda. Got it. Appreciate you. All right, let's jump in immediately to the next game here. It is going to be on Autobahn, which is actually becoming one of my favorite maps. I'm actually really, really enjoying this map lately. All right, here we are, boys. And in the top right, our, I think that's blue, Terran, up 1-0 against Steve, which I'm just using the name on the replay. And in the bottom right, we have Steve, who's the Protoss player, who actually had some really good moves, just didn't quite execute well enough. It's weird that you're casting alone. I thought it's a custom to cast in a duo. Yeah, I think it is. But the thing is, I decided I was going to cast today, just randomly, 30 minutes before I went live. So I saw that we had a lot of matches that needed to be casted, and I just wanted to help out. So there wasn't any planning behind this. I just kind of jumped on and... that's about it. All right, so... looking pretty standard here. You know what? No, it's not. I think this Protoss is going to proxy. And I'll tell you what, this is a great map to do it on. This is a cheesy, cheesy Protoss map. Yeah, it looks like he's trying to find his right spot. And he found it. You know, to be honest though, I think that maybe... let's see. Is that just barely out of vision? I don't know if that's a good spot. We'll see where he puts the gates. So he kind of did something. Oh man, that's not smart. Oh god. So basically, he was doing something where he wanted to go up over here and kind of like get an eye on what was going on or something. That was definitely a bad move, in my opinion. You gotta like hide your probe. Okay, so pylons have a lot of health, but I think this is held, guys. I think Y wins 2-0. This Marine's about to be out. He's got his barracks and his supply depot in the right position to defend against Zealots. And yeah, let's see what happens here. Let's see what Steve wants to do. Does Steve go and make a Nexus immediately? Yeah. All right. There we go. Well, you know, when you do something that's kind of cheeky, you gotta get a little bit greedy to catch up. So don't blame him one bit. And you know, probes are very good against Marines in low numbers, so... what's this probe doing? Ooh, are we gonna see proxy DT? Oh, that would interest me very much, so. Why are you putting it there? Oh, maybe that's okay. I don't know. I'm nervous. I'm nervous for Steve. I really hope he wins this game. I love PvT. So here's a gate coming out. trying to get, I guess, a Zealot out to defend against any sort of aggression for the Marines. Factory's coming out for the Terran player. And we might just see a Vulture. And, you know, a Vulture will pretty much end this game, I think. Oh, he goes for the machine shop. Oh, I disagree with that, dude. I really do think at this position, you make a Vulture and you go and kill the dude. You just gotta go make a Vulture and kill him. But you know, it's really hard to do that in this match, like in this game, to just decide to do something. Still no cybernetics core for the Protoss player here. I'm a little bit confused. I think he's trying to figure out what he's doing here. This probe has been kind of walking around. I don't know, maybe looking for a place to proxy. Oh! Oh, dude, that was cheeky, man. I like that. That was good. Hey, what's up, Kage? Kage, I think.
It is pointless to resist.
How you doing? Welcome
my
to the
son.
stream. Thank you for the follow, whoever that was. I can't actually see the overlay right now, but thanks for all the follows today. So he's got a tank out, which actually may have been a better deal than just going for Vultures. This tank is gonna make things difficult. You can micro really, really well with tanks against Zealots. Yeah, I think that we're gonna see a GG out of Steve here very soon. A backstabbing probe. I know, dude. I know. This probe is still trying to get out alive, but he eventually died. Two more Zealots coming out here, but I do think that this is the beginning of an end, of the end, not a end. Well, maybe it is a end, but I would have sent a SCV over and just made a Manor CC. But yeah, if he micros well enough, this is going to be the end of this match. And Vultures just deal so much damage to small units. Pretty crazy stuff. But yeah, that's going to be GG, guys. No GG until every building is destroyed. You know, actually though. Oh, he's even got mines out, guys. Yeah, this is definitely the end of this match. This Nexus is about to be done. Terran's command center is gonna be done. He's even getting siege here to make sure he can put a nail in the coffin here. I like that he went for that tank. I think that's very smart. I think that's a good play. Oh, dude. Stop doing that to yourself, Steve. Alright, well. He's just focusing the Nexus now. Oh, dude, that is so painful, man. That is so painful. And there's the GG. Steve loses 2-0 to Y the Terran. I like the cheeky move. The cheeky proxy 2 racks or two gateway. But I like it up here. I think this is a good spot to put it, personally. Over here it's a little weird. You know, because he's gonna scout this direction. So he may have seen it no matter what. That Dragoon was on purpose. He uses it as statics defense. I don't. You know, it's a common mistake. It's not a big deal. It's all good.